Welcome to Coffee and Comments. We are on part 3 of our bracket challenge. I am bundled because it is cold as crap here in Texas. It's snowing outside. Beautiful day though. So let's get into Cartoon Network bracket challenge. In the Cartoon Network 1 seed, we have Powerpuff Girls versus the 16 seed, which is my gym partners with Monkey. I used to watch that show actually. It was okay. It wasn't the greatest show. I didn't watch like episodes of it. Powerpuff Girls obviously is going to win this one. That's pretty easy. But my gym teachers and Monkey was actually pretty good. In the 8 versus 9 seed, we have the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy versus Chowder. And this is tough because both were great shows. I loved Chowder. Chowder was dumb, but I absolutely loved it. But Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy had some of the funniest moments. So I'm going to begrudgingly go with Billy and Mandy. But Chowder was just good. This was a tough matchup for sure. In the 5 versus 12, we have Courage the Cowardly Dog versus Samurai Jack. And I don't know how Samurai Jack is 12th. This bracket has all types of screw ups when it comes to their seating. Because Samurai Jack is a top tier, top 3 Cartoon Network show. And so it's going to be Courage the Cowardly Dog, even though Courage was a good show. I loved it. If it went up against any other show, it would win. But Samurai Jack, hands down, the best. In the 4 versus 13, we have Scooby-Doo versus Cow and Chicken. And to be honest, I wasn't the biggest Scooby-Doo fan. Like, I like Scooby-Doo. I like the pup named Scooby-Doo the best. That was my best version of it. But if it's going against Cow and Chicken wins. It was a weird show too. All these Cartoon Network shows were pretty weird, honestly. If you look back on them, there were some weird moments in them. But Cow and Chicken gets the dub. In the 6 versus 11, you have Codename Kids Next Door versus Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo is a great show. I mean, it's just like a historic show. But Codename Kids Next Door should be the #1 seed in this bracket. This was the best show going at one point. I remember when I was in middle school, I used to play like computer games. I used to go to the library to play computer games. I used to play Codename Kids Next Door on the freaking computer back in the day because I just loved the show. It was fantastic. So Codename Kids Next Door wins this one, easy. In the 3 versus 14, we have Eddy and Eddy versus Clone Wars. And I love Star Wars, and the Clone Wars is fantastic, but Eddy and Eddy for sure wins. That was one of my favorite shows. Codename Kids Next Door, then Eddy and Eddy, I'd say was probably 2. It was probably the 2 seed for me in this bracket so far. But Eddy and Eddy wins this round. In the 7 versus 10 seed, we have Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends versus Ben 10. I know there's a lot of Ben 10 stands out there. I was not a fan. This was past my I think I was in high school when Ben 10 was popular or whatever. So I didn't watch it. So Foster's wins just because I didn't watch Ben 10. I know there's a lot of people who love Ben 10 and apparently it was a great show, but I didn't watch it. So I can only do what I know. And then last but not least, in the 2 versus 15 seed, we have Dexters Laboratory versus Camp Lazlo. Camp Lazlo is trash. Dexters Laboratory was goated. This is probably a 3rd seed for me. It's not 2. Again, Eddy and Eddy's 2. But Dexter's Laboratory was great. And so Dexter's Laboratory gets the dub. Move on to the next round. So thanks for tuning in. Coffee and Comments. Stay warm, stay safe.